Dear students, today I will discuss the application of Schrodinger's time independent wave equation, and the very first application is a particle in one dimensional rigid box having infinite potential well. So here consider a box having the region starting from x equal to 0 to x equal to L. So L is the length of the box. The total length of the box is L, and the particle is propagating only towards a positive x direction. For our sake of understanding, let us consider a potential energy of the particle inside the box is 0. So here V, which is potential energy, which is equal to 0. The potential energy of the particle on the wall and outside the box on both the sides is infinity. As we know, there is no particle whose potential energy can be infinity. So the particle is absent on the wall and is also absent outside the box. So what I mean here is particle is present only inside the box. Let us say the particle is having a mass m and the velocity is v. Then that moving particle becomes a wave, and that would become a matter wave, and there we can discuss the de Broglie's hypothesis for that particular matter wave. Okay. Now as we know the Schrodinger's time independent equation, the equation was del square psi plus 2m upon h cross square e minus v psi is equal to 0. So this equation was written for the x, y and z coordinate. So the value of del square here was del 2 by del x square plus del 2 by del y square plus del 2 by del z square. But here the particle is propagating only towards a x direction. So no need to write a del square. What we can do is we can replace del square only by writing del 2 psi by del x square, because the particle is propagating only in x direction. So now the equation is del 2 psi by del x square plus 2me. Now here the potential energy of the particle inside the box is 0. So no need to consider v. So the equation will be 2me upon h cross square psi as it is equal to 0. For our sake of simplicity, let us consider this factor 2me upon h cross square as a k square. So now the equation will become d2 psi by dx square plus k square psi is equal to 0. Yes, this equation d2 psi by dx square plus k square psi equal to 0. This differential equation can have the solution in terms of sine and cos as psi of x is equal to a sin kx plus b cos kx. Now here psi is equal to 0. If the particle is absent on the wall when x equal to 0, definitely the psi will also be 0 because particle is absent. And if the particle is absent on the other side of the wall, right side, when x equal to L, then definitely psi will be equal to 0. Let us put this condition psi equal to 0 at x equal to 0 in this equation. So psi is equal to 0 at x equal to 0. A sin k, value of x is 0, plus b cos x, which is 0. So the equation is 0 is equal to a sin 0 plus b cos 0. As we know, cos 0 is 1, sin 0 is 0. So value of b will be equal to 0. Let us use this condition and this condition psi is equal to 0 at x equal to L in the solution. So psi is equal to 0 at x is equal to L. So a sin, value of x is L, a sin kl, plus value of x is L again, b cos kl. But value of b is 0. Therefore, what remains is 0 is equal to a sin kl. So the equation is a sin kl is equal to 0. A cannot be 0 because it is a constant. So sin kl has to be 0. We know the condition when sin theta is equal to 0 but theta is not equal to 0. In such a case, we put the value of theta as plus minus n pi. So here the theta is kl. So kl is equal to plus minus n pi. Therefore k is equal to n pi upon L. We know one more value of k. We have considered k square as a 2me upon h cross square. Let us get the square root. K is equal to square root of 2me upon h cross square. So one value of k is square root of 2me upon h cross square. The other value was n pi upon L. Let us equate. So n pi upon L is equal to square root of 2me upon h cross square. Squaring both the sides, n square pi square upon L square is equal to 2me upon h cross square. Let us get all remaining terms on the right side. E is equal to n square pi square h cross square upon 2ml square. But h cross is a precise version of Planck's constant, which is h upon 2 pi. Therefore h cross square is equal to h square upon 4 pi square. Put this value in the equation. So the final equation will be En is equal to n square h square upon 8ml square. Here En is known as energy eigenvalue for a particle trapped inside a rigid box. H is a Planck's constant, m is the mass of the particle, and L is the length of the box. So by putting the value of n as 1, n will be 1, we can find the value of E1. By putting the value of n as 2, we will get the E2. Likewise, we can find the energy eigenvalues for a respective energy levels for a particle trapped inside a infinite potential well. Thank you.